Uh-oh. Welcome back to Rap Pages TV. I'm your host, Sir.
And I'm Courtney Camaro.
All right, now, as you know, I said this a little earlier, I don't know where Mike went. He went, like, I don't know what's going on with him, but he was gone for like 3 weeks.
We missed you.
Mike, no, hold on. We don't miss you yet. Well, where have you been?
I miss you guys too. I've been DJing in the Bahamas, Islands,
on
Disney cruise.
Oh, a little vacation while we in here working. Okay.
It's good to be back.
Well, we're glad you're back. Well, stop it, sir. Anyways, our next guest is a Grammy Award-winning songwriter. He's written songs for Chris Brown, Usher, Janelle Monáe, Jennifer Hudson, Kidding, Fantasia, Nelly, Boyz II Men, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber. The list goes on and on, sir. This guy is crazy. Everyone, please welcome to the stage, Eric Bellinger.
I'm good. How you doing? What's going on? Where we at?
Brother.
All right, cool.
How you doing today, man?
Doing excellent. Man.
Looking good. You're looking good.
Thank you so much. Y'all too.
Look like
looking
money?
you know what I'm saying?
Looking like that money. that Chris Brown, Justin Bieber money.
Okay.
Looking good, man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The real money's behind the scenes. Yeah. So I want to ask you, how is it working with such big name artists and writing hits for them?
It's incredible. Just to be starting out for me, you know, just like an idea, like, man, I know I'm a good songwriter, but you know what I mean? How will I be able to get these songs to these artists? Like, how can I write the song and actually, you know, get it on their album? You know, like starting off is like a huge task, you know, but then I linked up with some great people and I really found out that your relationships and, you know, the people you know, people say that all the time, but that's really how it is, you know. You got to work your way to get to meet the people in the first place, though. So hard work and determination, you can do anything.
Right.
Wait, so like, what was that moment like? Like, what was the first artist that said, "Hey, Eric, you know what? I heard this song, I love it. Let's work together." Who was that?
One of the bigger artists was actually Selena Gomez.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was cool because I know a lot of people that, you know, do music and they start off, you know, on the more urban side or on the more, you know, and they kind of get stuck in that, and then people think that that's all they can do. But for me to be able to, you know, have such a broad range, it was like, yo, let's do that, you know. Got in there with Selena, actually got featured on a song with her, so it was just incredible, just because she's such a huge artist on so many different platforms, and for me to be, you know, featured on a song and work with her and, you know, meet her, and it was just like, wow, like, this is it, you know. So Selena was one of the first people to give me a shot.
That's awesome.
So I know you're not supposed to have a favorite, but I'm just saying, out of all the artists you work with, what was that one favorite?
I think for me, it was just working with Usher, just because I grew up studying and listening to him for so long, being an R&B singer myself. It was like, all right, cool. I'm looking at Usher from 8701 to Confessions to all these different albums. So when he was actually like, yo, you know what I mean? I want to get in with him, and we met, we just clicked instantly. So gotta have a little favoritism on that one.
Nice. So is there ever a time, because as a songwriter and as an artist, is there ever, you know, a moment where you're like writing a song and it's so good and you're like, I don't know, maybe I should just keep this for myself?
Yeah,
or like,
I mean, I think that's the biggest struggle, especially for me. People knew me as a songwriter first. So although I was doing the artistry for a while, you know, people just kind of like put you into, you know, what they first met you as. So it was like, yo, man, you should give that to this person. So it's really people trying to get the songs from me, but every song I write, I'm like, no, I don't want to get it. So any songs, like most of the time, if it's on somebody, I probably wanted it. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a better decision. I'm always about the best look for the record at the time. You know what I mean? Since I'm a songwriter, I feel like I just gotta write another one and challenge myself and make sure I, you know what I mean, come harder every time. Exactly.
All right, so what song did you give to somebody that you're still like, oh, I should have did that song. I should have kept that one.
I don't
that one.
I think I would have loved, of course, to sing on Fine China. You know,
that's what I was gonna say.
But just because it's so musical, you know what I mean? A lot of influence from Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson is somebody who I also really, really looked up to as an entertainer and as a singer, as an artist, overall, you know what I mean, household name. So that one would have been fun to do, but you know, Chris Brown is Chris Brown, so I was excited about that as well.
Speaking of Michael, your grandfather used to write for the Jackson 5.
Exactly.
So how was that growing up in a musical family?
Man, it's crazy because he was always gone, you know, like I started a little later because my mom was really on me, like, you gotta finish school, you gotta do this, because she grew up and seen that her dad, you know, she's seen how crazy the music industry was, and she really didn't want me to, you know what I mean, fall under, you know, whatever the different, you know, circumstances were because of that. So for me, it was crazy looking up to him, and he had the studio in his house, you know what I mean, and every time I would go over there, I would see him working down there there with his group members or whatever it was. And it's crazy because I literally just followed his footsteps. Ended up having a studio in my house, and it was crazy. You know, I'm super excited to be able to have known him.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of people like, oh, I don't know, but I remember vividly, and there was a bunch of memories that he created for me. And you know, I looked at him like, if Grandpa could do it, so can I.
So what does your mom say now?
Mom's is proud.
All right,
Mom is super proud.
So if you had to pick one, music artist or songwriter, you can only pick one. Which one would you pick and why?
Definitely the artistry, just because I think that I have a voice. I think that I have a lot to offer to the new generation, our new culture, and just to be a great example, not only from the music, but off the scenes as far as like helping the community and just who I am as a person. I think I'm just really, you know, working to be a good role model for, you know, the kids, and, you know, I got a good message to tell.
Right. So speaking of messages in your songs, because this single you have out now,
I was about to ask.
The lyrics.
You know I was about to ask.
If they're not looking out on one or so, can you explain how this came about?
So, okay, look, with songs, you know, as a songwriter, I think that gives me an advantage. That gives me an edge. I kind of feel like I'm cheating a little bit, you know, because a lot of times artists, they, you know, they're like, yo, we need a, you know, pull in a songwriter. And for me, it's like, cool, I'm gonna just write something. Right. So a lot, you know, love is basically the topic that people write about in every song. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, how are we gonna flip it? There's a million songs that have already been written. What can we do to make people like our song about love? And for me, it was like, how about I take a song and make it to where, say for example, you're my girlfriend and everybody's looking at you. Normally people would say, yo man, what you doing looking at my girl, man? You wanna fight? You know what I'm saying? But for me it was like, yo, we're together. That's a compliment for you, for him. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, hey, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, let me just take a different route. You know what I mean? And then really take it to the extreme of, if they're not looking, if they're not complimenting her, if they're not, you know, on her, wishing that they had her, I'll pass and I'll go over. So that's pretty much where that one came about. It was a real situation that happened one time. I was out and I was like, man, babe, people is sure checking you out today. And I was like, but that makes me feel good.
Proud.
Yeah, it
That's
makes me proud.
Because I was looking at YouTube, I was looking at some of the comments, and some of the females were like, this is hurting girls' self-esteem and blah, 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 blah. Like, how do you deal with the flack like that comes with that?
I just look at it like, man, it ain't for you're not gonna please everybody, and I stopped trying to do that. It's what I was feeling in the booth, and I kind of just go, if I'm in a booth thinking about what Susie or what Charlie might be saying about my song, it's gonna affect my creative flow, so I just gotta do what I feel. If you like it, great. If you don't, maybe you'll like the next one.
Right.
Okay, so now that we know that you're not single, how does that work? I mean, being, you know, Eric Bellinger.
That was the last girl.
But
she was beautiful. She was definitely beautiful. You know, that situation didn't work out due to circumstances. All
right, but was it like industry related? You know, because
what you mean?
Fame. I mean, like, is it hard
No.
to
That was
with?
I'm pretty good with that. You know what I mean? When I'm with somebody, when I'm in a relationship, that's who I am. I'm an R&B singer. I'm super romantic. I'm the real cliche. Here go the roses. Here go the open your door. Here goes some flowers for no reason.
Like
teddy bears.
Like, do you sing to him?
I don't sing to him though. That's corny. What I'm gonna do? Like, baby, I'm hungry. I try to make sure I keep separate. If I just was singing,
there's no moment where you like bust in the room.
That's not even fair. That's not even fair.
So how has your love life changed? Like, do like celebrity chicks like come at you now, or is it like just still?
I mean, for me, I look at it as, okay, cool, yeah. I was gonna do like the politically correct. Like, no, you know, but yeah, it's more people calling, and it's just funny because to me, I know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you just calling randomly. You miss me. My album just came out. I miss you. How you been? Like, oh, okay. You know, like it's just I kind of can see right through it. You know.
So, is there any like celebrity crush? Anybody that you've been, you know, I can't wait to get on so I can get a her. You know what I'm saying?
No, like, I mean, there's every, you know what I mean?
Come on, spit it out.
Who is it? I mean, it's the cliche ones, but of course, you know, you see people like Rihanna, you see people like Sierra, and nowadays, all of these women, they're kind of taken. You know what I mean?
Kind of taken, you know.
They're kind of taken. So it's like if you see somebody, you kind of got to move on them, you know? Because it's like, you know, it's not too many good girls out there, and I feel like the brothers are starting to realize it and just, you know, locking them down and being, you know, not afraid to have some commitment. That's the R&B in me talking right there.
I know. That's smooth, man. Listen,
well, we're running out of time, but you're going to come back and you're going to perform for us.
Okay,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So you guys, make sure to stay tuned because Eric Bellinger will be performing next. And we also have Tony Rock, so stay locked right here, Rap Pages TV at Bite Size.
That's right.
All right, DJ, take us out.
I would just hook up.